I'm Amy.
I can't hear you. I have music playing.
Hi, Amy. You're muted.
Okay, there we go. Okay,
Okay.
okay. Oh, you have a beautiful background there.
Yeah, it's a photo I caught one morning
Oh, that's fantastic.
right before dawn.
It's beautiful. There was a beautiful one last night. Did you happen to catch it?
Last night, no, we see the sunrise view, not the sunset view.
Yeah, we were outside and it just happened to catch it. It was absolutely gorgeous. Just this vibrant red that was just throughout the whole view. It was gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Hello,
time of year.
team. How
Hi,
are
John.
ya?
Doing good.
Yeah, I like that picture back there. I'm Mimi.
Hi.
I'll go ahead and pull up the agenda. We'll keep waiting for the team to join in.
I'm gonna see if I can make my earbuds work. I can hear you.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and text the group.
Okay, your text came.
My what?
Your text came.
Oh, yeah. So, anybody know what in the world's going on at the town? Phil, have you heard anything?
No, I have been staying as far away from that as I can. All I know is I'm going to vote for Rebecca and whoever Rebecca recommends for city council, town council.
Right. Cool. There's Wesley and there's Sue. Hi, Wesley. You're muted, Wesley, so we can't hear you. Hi, Sue. Sue, are you there? Wesley, are you there? Okay, well, we have Sue and Wesley on the call. And we are at 1:05. Let's see here.
Five is a quorum, right?
Yes, we do have a quorum, although we're missing one person in particular who I know is planning on coming, and that's Jerry. So hold on just a moment.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Jerry, it's John. Oh, okay. Do you want me to text? Okay, do you want me to text it to you or email it to you? Okay, perfect, thanks. All right. She says the link isn't working, so I'm guessing you guys got the link off the agenda?
Yeah,
Okay. It worked for me as well, so I will go ahead and email the Cultural Arts Committee again. Um, Oh, it's here in the email, so I will forward this email. Oops. Oh, I should probably send, oh, there's Sue. Hi, Sue. Hi, Sue.
Hi, I'm here at Jerry's.
Okay, so we
She's
got,
having trouble getting her laptop. This is my iPad. So, and then I brought my
Oh.
laptop.
okay, well,
And
I'll-
you'd think we could get on, wouldn't you?
yeah, hold on just a second and I will,
No internet on my laptop in her house. And
You have
that's,
to go on to Banjo.
oh, okay.
Go in and,
This is fine. My iPad's
oh, you
fine.
have him. You're good.
Yeah,
Okay,
I just don't have my laptop.
where's the link? Oh, it would help if I went to John. CP Cultural Arts, see you there. John didn't send it.
yeah, it's, for some reason I'm having trouble sending it. I sent it by text just now. And hold on just a moment.
Got it.
Just got it. And I'll
Okay,
listen on my phone and type on my laptop.
all right.
There we go.
All right. Are we good to go?
I think so.
Are we too close to each other?
Yes, we'll put that there.
Oh, man.
You get on.
And Wesley, can you hear us?
I can hear. Can you hear me?
I
Yes.
can. Are you iPhone 9?
Yes.
You're iPhone 9. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Bear with me just a moment.
There. Now you can see me. For some reason, my laptop wouldn't work.
All right, well.
And mine don't either.
All right, so I will share my screen. How's everybody doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Doing good. Thanks.
so far so good.
We're echoing.
How about you, John?
Good, good. I
That's just turn mine on, the usual.
You
I'll go
guys
in
are feeding
Turn
back.
mine on. Go with Sue.
so
Okay.
okay,
Turn
so
your phone off.
Jerry is muted. Are you able to hear us, Jerry?
Yeah, I'll be able to. I'll
Okay.
listen through Sue.
Okay,
I gotta.
okay. So I will go ahead and share my screen. You can see my, oops. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so here's the agenda. So the current time is 1:11 p.m. and we've got John Badger, Sue Chapu, Jerry Welsh, Mimi
I sleep with-
Gardner, Phil Barth, and Wesley Barrow are all here.
Mm-hmm.
And
We have a quorum.
so we definitely have a quorum. So is there anything we want to talk about that's not agendaized?
Well, first, is Ivy and Tamara absent?
Yes, Ivy is absent, Tamara is absent. And that's it?
The rest of us are here.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. I have it all typed.
all right.
Thank you.
So is there anything in terms of oral communications that we want to cover before going into the agenda?
Money.
Yeah,
Do we
So-
have any money? I don't see it on the agenda, but we'll get to it, I'm sure.
what, I think that's item number one, and money falls into the resources bucket. So we'll cover that. Uh,
Okay,
so you-
okay,
Okay.
great, thanks. The
okay,
last
great.
meeting.
Cool.
Somebody needs to second.
Who said that, Phil?
Phil, did you second?
I'm sorry. So,
No, I didn't second, but I'll second.
Okay,
Phil.
sorry, there was a distortion in the force and I wasn't able to hear what we were
okay.
seconding or.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes.
Okay, great.
Got it.
So all those in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
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 Okay, unanimous approval of the minutes. All right, let's go into new business. So this is what
Aye.
Aye.
there seems to be a strange delay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sue, this is what you were just talking about, the status of town resources.
Okay, great.
I think this is a big mystery right now.
Mhm.
Even those who would be in the know, yeah, I don't have much visibility into this. I do know that the amount of money that's in our budget is very, very small, compared to the overall problem. I also know that the town and the town council very much, approves of the events that cost the most, which is basically the summer concert series. And I think it would be a shame to cut that and lose that in the town.
Mhm.
But I think it's a rounding error. I think that the total cost of $9,000, that's the scale of the problem at the town is much, much bigger than that. So I had a conversation with Jeff Alfs about that. And I said that we would want to know as soon as possible if that is likely to not be approved, so that we can scale our expectations for our budget accordingly. And so I know that there's a budget meeting at the end of this month. I doubt that we're going to have an answer between now and then, because it's probably the least of their worries. They have much, much bigger issues
Mhm.
to things like pension costs for town employees and things like that, or former town employees and things like that, that are definitely a much, much bigger number than $9,000. So I think the best way to handle item A here is a wait and see, even though and it's also clear based on the response. You remember last time we wrote an email to Carrie and we got an answer to that Wesley knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So Carrie's no longer with the town, so I don't even know who, well, I do know.
Mhm.
In Carrie's absence, we need to work with Corey. But given that we lost our town manager and she's the, I guess, sort of the assistant associate town manager, my guess is that she's got a plate heaping full of things that she doesn't have time for. And the last of her worries is our little budget with our, let's face it, we're not exactly essential services for the town. And
Right.
so we just have to be aware of that. But I can absolutely assure you guys that we're not having a Christmas fair this year, right? I don't know how we could push that through the town.
Okay, okay.
Which is
Well,
unfortunate, but I
That,
don't know.
that
Yeah.
was my burning question, so, okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know, Wesley, if you're aware, but, the town manager, is no longer there, so Sharif.
Yeah,
Carrie is no longer there. Also, most of the building department, which doesn't really involve us, but most of the building department left, if not all of it.
oh no,
And it's like, they've got bigger fish to fry, and they have a giant budget overrun
uh-huh,
that needs to get managed. And we have a upcoming town council meeting, so the likelihood of us getting any kind of new event like a Christmas fair planned I just don't think it's practical, which is very
Mm.
unfortunate.
and that's actually, it's okay, we're so close now that it would be pretty stressful to pull it together.
Exactly.
We could do it, but it would be really a lot of work, and no,
Yeah.
that's next year.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, good.
So let's see. Sue, did you have any updates on the painting donation?
Well, no, because I can't reach anybody either. This has been the most interesting thing that I've ever done in this town, and possibly the hardest. The thought is that any donation, art donation, would go to cultural arts, and that these paintings will go to cultural arts instead of.
Oops, I think we might have lost the audio from you, Sue.
Friends of the library. And
Okay,
do a
okay,
better audio?
Say again,
How
yeah.
to do that?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to repeat
Make
what
it-
you said.
Where's your volume?
No idea, yes.
Yeah.
I'll yell. So, we never heard from Sharif on the email you sent him during the meeting last month to convene the committee,
Right,
right?
let's see if there's any possibility that he responded just to me. It would not at all surprise me that oh my goodness, okay, here we go. I sent an email to Sharif.
During that meeting, it'd be about
There's a-
1:30 on whatever date we had the meeting.
Right, on September 12th.
Uh-huh.
About the enthusiasm in the Cultural Arts Committee to do the Christmas fair. Is that what you're talking about? No, that's not what you're talking about.
Mm-mm.
The paintings, paintings.
There were
Donation of
two-
art, here we go. All right, so same date. In the CAC meeting, we reviewed the art donation policy document under guidance from Susha Poo, and we have determined the following team who's ready to convene, blah, blah, blah. When the process is being run, or while the process is being run, would it be possible? Yes. Okay, so I do remember all that. And let's see.
And
here.
you called to convene the meeting. The problem we have is we have no town council rep anymore. And that was one of the positions on the committee. There were 3 cultural arts committee members, the town manager, and one of the council. And we don't have a council person rep.
Sue, we've lost your
Anymore because
audio.
of that Brown Act, right?
Shoot,
Yeah.
We didn't hear much
Because
there,
we're no
Sue.
longer on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Let's go to
Sue,
mine.
Okay.
unfortunately, Sue, we weren't able to hear you, but I can tell you.
Jerry's putting up her phone now. Pulling
Okay.
it up on her phone.
All right.
Anyway. Okay, there.
All right, turn yours off.
Okay. Now can you hear me?
I can, what I'm gonna do is mute you in one of them because, I don't see
trying to
it.
turn it.
Mute you.
Oh, go.
Oh, yeah. I'm unfortunately not able to mute
Let me try it.
because I'm not the
Where's
host
Susan?
of this meeting. The county's the host of the meeting, so I don't have controls. So if we are gonna have both Sue and Jerry, we need to only have one with audio, but we can't have zero.
Right. Can you hear me now?
Ah, yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, yeah, Sue, we got hers off and we are using my phone.
Okay, got it. All right, cool. So,
Okay, so I guess I'll go over to the town and see if I can talk to somebody. And then I guess if you all approve, we will be the, the curators for town art.
yeah, so what I'm going to do is take this email that we sent last time.
Uh-huh.
Since we didn't get a response, I'm gonna send it to Jeff Alfs because he's the person, I never got, Jeff and Corey,
Yes.
Corey Stalker. So I'm gonna say here, Corey and Jeff. You know what? I'm going to do it in a place where you guys can see what I'm doing. Here we go. Actually, I need to do this first. So just a minute while I find that email. Sharif donation should help me find it. Oh. No, that's weird. So we did get a response way back when from Carrie, and then for some reason I'm having trouble finding. So that was back in August.
Oh, I didn't have them in August, I don't think. Oh, yes, I did.
No, it was a. How come I'm having trouble? I have the email up on my phone and I'm trying to find it here. So it was September 12th, and
Yeah.
the subject is donation of art. So I'll just say subject, donation of art. Subject contains donation of art.
You know how Corey spells her name? Is it C-O-R-Y?
I think it's
Oh.
E-Y. C-O-R-E-Y. Like, is it a gal or a guy?
It's a girl, a young girl. I know that, but I haven't met her.
What's going on?
I've never seen her name in writing.
All right, so now I'm going to do Sharif and CAC in the, oh wait, yeah, in the message. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it's not pulling it up. This is annoying. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to see me type this message in real time. I have it up on my phone. I'm just gonna say Corey and Jeff. Please see the email below. We never got a response. We never received any response. Can you please advise on how to proceed? Is that it?
Okay,
And all of you guys are copied. And my experience with Corey is she's very responsive.
Is it Corey?
Corie, I'm pretty sure.
She's like me.
Yes, exactly. Corey Stalker,
Oh, good. Stocker?
yes.
Thank you.
And she's a getter things doer. She gets it done. I have to say.
great. I'm gonna go see her.
But I would imagine, just for full context, that she has a to-do list a mile long.
Mm-hmm.
So then we also had a discussion about this this stuff here. One of the things that I talked to Wesley about last year, blah, 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 prohibitive cost of insurance, but we knew that.
Mhm.
Okay, that we have it in our budget, that's our problem to solve. Using outside insurance for the umbrella town insurance is not an option. Oh, why not?
Yeah,
Why isn't that an option?
it's just money.
Is that for the art or are we on the
No,
next
that's
one?
for the Christmas fair.
Oh, Christmas.
Hold on. Those of you who used to be involved in the insurance. So basically she's saying you can't have insurance. Yeah, all right, so this is just a big no, and maybe we can take it up next year and see if there's some other way. Oh, here we go. If you want to remove town bureaucracy, you can always have this as a fundraising or community rising event for PV Palooza Foundation. No, that is absolutely not happening.
She's basically saying we can't do it through the town of Portola Valley, and if we want to do it, that we have to do
Yeah.
it on our
So I
own
guess
privately.
my point is, let's disband, my point to the town council is if that's the answer, then we should disband the committee because we just are wasting our time. Anything, even the
I agree.
smallest, yeah.
It's
Why do we exist?
trying to do this with the town, and all we've gotten is pushback. So, well, now we're gonna get some new people, hopefully, and
All right, so I'm going to delete Carrie and I'm going to put Corey and Jeff here. And Cindy. Hi, team. The following response from Carrie means that we as a committee don't really have much to do in terms of events that fulfill our mission.
yeah.
Put an A in front of committee there.
Thank you. Hopefully this problem can be solved going forward, because we do not, whoops. Hopefully this problem can be solved going forward because the committee what's the right way to say this is kind of a pointless endeavor unless we get this problem solved. So what's the best way to say that?
We're
Jerry?
perplexed.
Yeah,
So
Uh,
that, so that we can continue
Providing.
holding cultural events.
yes.
I think it all ties back to the money problem.
Yes, so I'm gonna make the following point after this. Hopefully, this problem can be solved going forward so that we can hold cultural events for the town. As far as using.
For
PV
us, it's an expense to have that insurance.
Yeah, so as far as using PV Palooza Foundation for non-music events, that is not the mission of PV Palooza. However, there might be other 501c3s that could do an event such as this. Perhaps, what's the name of that other local art thing? Like, there's a,
Great.
The Kings Mountain Art Fair
I'll just say, perhaps,
or Circle, the Portola Valley Art Festival.
I'm not gonna make any recommendations. I'll just say another 501c3 focused on non-music arts can take this up if needed. Right? I don't know how else to put it. Do you guys think this is, I mean, we can't solve the problem unless it's not our problem to solve. So,
So it used to be at that Christmas fair, we collected from a minimal amount from each artist. And then the
Which-
money that we made off what they sold, there was a percentage. We gave to either, it was usually open space. And one year you could choose open space, the school, and one year it was the creek.
right.
So instead of giving them that money, that could be the insurance. The money we would have been giving to them would pay for insurance.
Okay, so those are all great ideas, but we've tried them and they were no's. So,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. And then the other thing is,
so we have proposed a number of ways to fund and hold the Christmas fair. I'm gonna move this up here. And this is Corey, Jeff, and Cindy. We have proposed a number of ways to fund and hold the Christmas fair, but we seem to get the no answer to each attempt. The following response from Carrie means that we as a committee don't really have much to do in terms of events that fulfill our mission. Hopefully this problem can be solved going forward so that we can hold cultural arts events for the town. As far as using PV Palooza Foundation for non-music art events, as proposed below, that is not the mission of PV Palooza. As it is strictly for music.
well,
However, sorry?
and for the Palooza, did they tell you that, John? They said, why don't you use Palooza Foundation?
They did say that.
Oh
Right
my
here.
God. Oh my God. That's pretty
So,
bold.
however,
Sharif then.
as proposed as option 2. 2 in the email below, that is not the mission of PV Palooza as it is strictly for music. However, there might be other 501c3 organizations that, let's say, art oriented. How's this? Oh, I guess I already repeated myself. Okay, so then, note that PV Palooza Foundation is fine with offloading music events such as the summer concert series from the town. If the corresponding costs are too high to bear in the current budget prices. Because, again, this is not a PV Palooza Foundation meeting, but I do know that the leadership of PV Palooza Foundation would be fine with doing the summer concert series. We'd have to fundraise for it and so on. But it's a totally solvable problem, much better than just cutting it.
Okay,
So we're ready to problem solve around that at PV Palooza Foundation. We're not ready to problem solve around this. So I think that's clear, right? So we are delivering the message that we need to deliver, which is our mission as a cultural arts committee can only be fulfilled if there's a way to satisfy what we're asking for here without all the pushback and the constant no's. And that if we face that same barrier for the, we start facing that same barrier for the summer concert series, which we don't now, but we might in the future, PV Palooza Foundation stands ready to
book that.
make that happen. And that won't be a trivial amount of work, but it'll probably be easier than this.
Oh,
didn't look good.
There we go.
okay.
The
Um,
only thing is, John, thinking about that, if the concerts are a town event, then their insurance automatically covers us. If,
we know how to get insurance, Carrie. We'll just fundraise for it.
okay, that's true, we did it, we do it for Palooza.
We know how to do all of the above.
Okay,
All right. And
And-
I just want to make sure that it's understood that the mission here is to promulgate or
promote art.
to promote art and culture in the town, and it's not empire building. I know that the optic could be perceived as empire building, but I truly think that it's in the interest of the town to meet the budget and to continue art. And I'm willing, I can assure you that the leadership of PV Palooza Foundation is ready and willing to offload that task from the town if they're not willing to pay for it. But I think it would be a bad move for the town to kill the summer concert series. So that's what
Yes.
that little star was about.
Yeah.
in Hospice.
Be awful.
And
I mean, it's such a great thing.
yeah, and
I think they'd be willing right now to get rid of anything.
yeah,
Including,
I mean, I think 6 months is not very long to fund this town.
yeah. So, and I think the
so,
town might, if if the town is in the middle of if the town is in the middle of a budget crisis and we host a summer concert series that might receive some criticism, whereas if we offload them, we might not have that criticism. So anyway,
if we
that'll
What
be
if
up
we
to,
did this summer concert series a fundraiser to help them out of their pickle?
I don't think people are in the mood to donate more to the town than they already donate.
It's
uh,
true.
Through taxes and so on. I think the town needs to solve that problem themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, I'm speaking out of turn. This is not,
How much is it, John? It's 9,000 to run the three.
yes,
I mean, it's so reasonable and it's such a wonderful thing. I need to say one more thing about the,
Amy?
back to the Christmas fair or anything that we could do. It seems to me that it was 17 years that, what's his name? Sap. At that,
Who?
after 17 years, we could hold an event in the community room. And it wasn't 20, because we all laughed and said we won't be around in 17 years, and here we are. So that may expire and that room may be open and available, in which insurance wouldn't be as needed, or I don't know.
I think we can't take money in the room, but the
No,
insurance.
but after
but-
17 years,
Yeah,
he said
and
we
I think
could.
we have, it was 7 years, I was told last year, so it must be 6 this year. So we're getting
but-
there, but it doesn't matter whether we can collect money in the room or not. It's the liability on the town.
Okay,
We need insurance, whether the room is under that German law or not.
okay.
exactly. That's a good
Mhm.
point. It's an
Okay.
independent.
No,
issue.
I asked Nancy Lund if she knew, and she did not know the exact date.
Right,
So we may be next year, year 18, and we may be able to use it,
That's-
use the room without worrying about exchanging money.
right.
So,
As Jerry points out, it's kind of a moot point, Sue, because what we did, what Wesley did was problem solve around the no number. Well, I don't know how many no's there were, but let's just, the big no, number one, is you can't have it at the town center because of commercial activity, blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
And so Wesley problem solved around that, found a very reasonable place directly across the street from the town center, and it was like all systems go. And then there was a no about insurance, and so Wesley came up with an event insurance, third-party event insurance that would easily have fit into our budget. And now it's coming back, no, you can't use that, it has to be town
Oh,
insurance,
they're
and town
still
insurance is
saying-
not available. It's like, how the hell can we have a committee?
we
So
can't.
We've just had too many no's, and if the answers are no, then kind of what are we doing here?
Yeah,
Well, I don't
Sorry.
understand that, because how were we able to hold the Christmas fair? I mean, Crystal Serencudi went and easily got the insurance,
at the Prairie.
and it was right, and at the Priory, and gave us the name and the contact
Mm-hmm.
information, and the town said fine.
And it wasn't that
Right.
much.
So
Well,
I think
remember,
that-
guys, that the person who sent that email just left, and they might well have been quite frustrated with that, whatever their situation
Yeah.
is at work. So it's possible that the no's were coming from a place that might not be
Right.
coming from once the
Yeah.
problems are solved in the town in terms of staffing. And Carrie has been wonderful to work with in the past, but everybody gets to a point in their job if they're not happy where they just kind of say no to everything, right? So that could be the
Yes.
alternate explanation. there. But it's up to them to solve that problem, not up to us.
Right,
Um,
okay.
Okay, so that's the best we can do with that point.
Okay.
And then continued planning for summer concert series. So assuming, well, so let's assume that we are gonna get the funding for the summer concert series from the town for the purposes of this meeting. Last week or last meeting, we discussed a couple different options, and as a reminder, one was alternative folk, and that was, well, let's see, I think I can, bear with me just a second, I'll see if I can pull it up. All right, so I'm sharing my screen now. And you might recall, this is the text thread to the PV Cultural Arts Committee. And at the end of last week's meeting, I texted Samantha McCaig and Alec Lytle. We would not have both of these. We would have one of these. They're both alt folk musicians, and I think alt folk is a great genre. We've never had it before. It's seeing a resurgence now in the United States. That's sort of progressive alternative folk music. Samantha McCaig, many of you would remember from PV Palooza. She grew up locally, and I think she lives in Nashville now. She just graduated last spring from Berklee College of Music. She's amazing. Who here saw her play?
I did.
We did, yeah.
I think we all saw her play. She was absolutely amazing. Her dad is also a local musician in Whiskey Hillbillies. So that's kind of a fun little, and I've talked to her. There's a big question mark there is, will she and her band be doing a West Coast tour at roughly the time? And then maybe she would be able to actually use the fact that there's a gig at PV Palooza to build a West Coast tour as a nucleus. That's what she did last time. But so that's a question mark. But as a backup, Alec Lytle and them Rounders, Alec Lytle lives in Woodside. He's played all 3 years at PV Palooza. And
Great. Know him.
Yeah, he's really, really good.
Band.
Sorry?
I know Alec, and Dan Newitt plays in his band.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Dan Newitt is the mandolin player.
Yeah.
Dan Newitt is music producer for PV Palooza. So lots of in either of these cases, there's lots of local connections. Pacific Vibration. I know Wesley knows Pacific Vibration quite well. The main musician from Pacific Vibration, they played in PV Palooza. Sorry, another band called Zanzibar, which has several members of, maybe just one member of Pacific Vibration. Zanzibar was in PV Palooza for the first time this past year. Incredibly good musician, but this is the first time we would have reggae. This is a local reggae band, and my experience is that, like funk, reggae, people just love reggae. It's feel-good music, summer in the sun. And this guy has a huge smile.
Kerry Wing is a super nice guy.
Yes, Kerry.
Singer, and I know them well and definitely recommend them.
Right. And then this one here, I'm going to click on this. The Great Space Coaster Band. This is more contemporary pop slash, they play classics as well, but it's a cover band, and they are East Bay, and they're just fun. You can go listen to them. If you scroll up on your text thread, this text thread here, to just a little bit. So this is the text thread, the bottom of the text thread. If you scroll up a little bit, you'll see this GS Coaster Band here, and you can listen to some of their music. And in fact, you can listen to music on all of these to find out who they are. But one of the things that I like about this band, I spoke to them. This is the band here, extremely talented, and they play a variety of music. And Tam at one point had brought up the fact that, you know, we don't really play very much music for today. These guys would be willing to cover Dua Lipa, for example, who is a very contemporary artist, or even their own style of, you know, Taylor Swift or some other contemporary artists. But if you go on there, you'll see that they're an extremely adept band. And so I think it's a kind of a nice combination between alt folk, reggae, and let's say a pop cover band. And so any feedback on the ideas there proposed, or?
No, thanks, John. That's great.
Okay. So we'll
No, I
keep,
like your selections.
yeah, good. Okay, so that's item C. Any updates on town authors?
Well, that's one of the reasons I asked if there's any money to put it on. And now it's kind of late. We don't want to do it November or December, so we'll have to look at January. So we would just need a little money for refreshments.
Yeah, I'm sure we could. I'm sure we can get money for something small like that.
Okay,
So Sue, if you want to go ahead and pick a date and, make an event or two on the calendar.
okay.
then I'll figure out how to get it funded.
If
Okay.
not, we can each bring some.
Yeah,
food.
we used to just each bring something, but we might get we might get a pretty good response because there isn't anything else going on. But if that's okay, we'll just do it in January.
Okay.
Because people are so busy these next November, December that and then January is kind of blah. So I'll look, and I think I'll use the schoolhouse. I was trying to do that with Carrie while she was there, but because then we don't
Okay.
have to move the chairs.
So just keep in mind that you might want to consider going with the path of least resistance. My recollection was that the schoolhouse, they were concerned about the audiovisual equipment. I have a
Oh,
feeling
okay.
that you would have better luck getting it through if it was the town hall.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't allow food in the old schoolhouse anymore.
What about drink? They didn't say anything about that. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure they'll
Okay.
tell me one way or the
Okay.
other.
Okay, and we're gonna skip this Christmas fair agenda item unless Wesley, you had something you wanted to talk about?
No, I think we just try and get it on the calendar for next year, and I'll let Windmill know that we're not gonna be doing it this year, and yeah,
Thank you, Leslie. Sorry.
no,
Lot-
hey, it's
So much work.
it'll happen one of these years.
Yeah.
However, I am planning a couple holiday art fairs up at Alice's restaurant, if anybody wants to come up.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
playing, so
Nice.
yeah,
That's called problem solving. Can't do it
Yeah.
here, do it there.
do it someplace else.
Exactly. And I think we should deliver that message to the town. It's like, look, we have people rearing to go,
Mhm.
but if all we get is the answer no,
Right.
then we'll act otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, MLK event. So the last time we talked about that, this basically involved John Silver. I actually had an encounter with John Silver recently. It wasn't ideal.
Encounter.
It
Yes.
wasn't smooth as silk, and remember this meeting's being recorded.
Yes.
And for all to view, but it wasn't as smooth as it could have been. So there's probably some ironing out that should be done on my part in that regard. But we do need to reach out to John Silver. Now, if I reach out to John Silver and patch things up in that regard, the next step will be, okay, how do we move forward with organizing an event, co-organizing an event for Martin Luther King?
You
Which-
know, honestly,
Coming up in January, right?
January,
Yes.
there's so much going on with turnover in the town and questions about budget. Should we just put it off and tell them, there's too much turnover and
Yeah,
put it off and not do it this year?
because
Perfect.
we're not even doing what we want to do, let alone an additional
Yeah,
task.
Okay, good point. I'll take that on, guys. So in the minutes, Jerry, we can put in there that John, I think it actually was in last week's minutes that I was supposed to contact John, which I did, although it wasn't planned and
Right.
it might not have gone.
You might ask somebody to join you, John.
I'm sorry.
You might ask somebody to join you with him. One of
I-
our members.
I should probably call him myself.
It changes things to have two
Yeah,
people.
I'll just call him in the morning.
Okay,
Evenings are not a great time to encounter
no,
John, yeah.
okay.
I hope
God.
mornings work better.
What was what was the proposal?
Oh, it wasn't so much the proposal, it's just that
No, what was
Uh,
John's proposal?
but the proposal, oh, that's right. Okay, so Wesley is more familiar with it, I believe, but there's a Martin Luther King event that that one of the committees has, the Race and Equity Committee or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he's on that committee and he was putting together an event with some musicians and so on. And I think you'll recall that he joined one of our meetings and talked about how we could work together with him.
Yeah.
I think we found it difficult to really track what he was proposing, but we liked
Uh-huh.
the idea in theory. And I think it does make sense to have a music event to celebrate, MLK. I think it's a great idea, but I met, and so I never got back to him about that, and for various reasons, and then I ran into him recently, and
And
it
that
wasn't a great encounter.
Yeah. Well, it
Uh,
makes sense that Race and Equity promoted as first. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's their charge.
yes,
It also is a long weekend holiday and nobody's in town.
yeah,
When we have those breaks, everybody, well, that'll be skiing, everybody leaves.
yeah.
So we
you know,
don't want to schedule it on a day like that,
the other
on a
thing-
holiday, and the
Well,
town's closed.
Right, exactly. But the other thing, Sue, and this is sort of what I'm thinking of right now, is you'll recall that for PV Live Revive, we collaborated with Parks and Rec,
Yes,
and that made it harder than if we'd just done it ourselves. I don't know if you recall that.
Yeah.
I'm
we had-
wondering if maybe they should just take on themselves getting artists.
yeah,
Just do it themselves, and we don't need to be involved. And maybe they just do that themselves. Yeah,
I
that's
think so.
probably, yeah.
and call if they absolutely need help, but,
Yeah, we're helping to advise if they need audio people or whatever we can recommend and
yeah,
advise, but we're not gonna take any leadership.
and then they can be told no,
Yeah, exactly.
instead of us. Oh,
Exactly.
God.
So guys, I have a hard stop in 2 minutes at
Okay.
2 p.m. Are
Yeah.
there any other business or announcements coming up?
No,
Okay, so we'll see all you guys on November 14th. And I think we made good progress.
yeah, 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 we got some answers, and I think until we hear more about what's going on with the town of Portola Valley, there's not a whole lot we can do.
Yeah,
So, yeah, thanks for sending those emails.
yeah,
I'll be curious to hear what the responses are.
yeah. And the other thing, guys, is I am completely buried with what's going on at work right now. I think I
Uh-huh.
mentioned that last time. It's only gotten more intense. So, but don't give up. If you're trying to reach me and can't, try again. And my apologies
Okay.
if I don't get right back.
Thanks,
to you.
John.
And John, you were going to announce that our meetings, like today, will be on Zoom. So
Yes.
that you can continue to lead us and keep your job.
Exactly. So these meetings are not going to be in person for the foreseeable future. So
Okay,
thanks for reminding me, Jerry.
yeah,
You're welcome.
all
All
right,
right, team.
bye.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, we're
Thanks,
right at
everybody.
2. Adjournment at 2.
Bye-bye.
I don't know
Bye.
how we got so lucky to do that, to have it only 1 hour.
Okay, look,
Let me,
announcements, I put you between the pillows because it was echoing twice in our ears. They're between the green floral pillows. I don't know how to turn it off. Let me go to Zoom on my phone and turn this off. Ron DeSantis? Wow. Okay. Adjournment, all announcements. All future.
oh, here it is, Jerry.
Unless, I'm typing minutes. All future meetings will be via Zoom unless announced. No, I don't have to say that. I'll just say via Zoom. Okay, Jim, at the next meeting date, November 14th. Okay, let me go to save. See, this helps me so much. Is that me?
Yeah, got it.
Hi, Mimi.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye,
everybody.
Mimi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's your-
I need some spelling of some names, but see, normally I take notes on the Darren paper, and then when I come home, like Victor called, I have a 2:30 appointment. Now they want to move me to 5:30, but I also have a 6:30 tonight with my friend Carol. We're going over to a meeting at Shenora. No, I think
Where's
it's
that?
Noir. It's on Roosevelt Plaza. They're
In Redwood City?
the Sequoia, it's a cafe that, I believe she's Republican. I don't know her, I've never met her, but I know she's an attorney. And when they did Black Lives Matter and yellow paint that big on the street in Redwood City, she wanted to put All Lives Matter or something like
Yes.
that. And the town told her she couldn't, and so she, as an attorney, wrote up a writ of some kind. She was gonna sue them for under freedom of speech, our constitutional amendment 1. And they gave in and they ended up blacking over so she decided this is such a liberal area, and it's all you hear is liberal, 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 liberal. So she said she would open this cafe, and I guess they have little foods. My girlfriend said she'll buy a dessert at 6:30. Probably coffee, hot chocolate, tea, lattes, all this stuff nowadays. And I guess there's food, but I haven't ever been. But Carol said, I think you're gonna want to go with me tonight at 6:30 because it's about the Sequoia Union High School District.
Oh, yeah.
And anti-Semitism. The rise in anti-Semitism, parents are
Because of
complaining,
the war in Israel.
and sure, all of the above.
Oh.
So that's you, not me.
Why is somebody calling me?
That's what I said. Kevin called me. I hung up the phone on him.
This is probably Jean.
Does he not know where you are?
Okay, Thought I put it in this pocket, which I did.
I don't know why. I'm not going away on the Zoom.
I was gonna say we need to be careful, like we have everything off.
I can't get this off.
Jean, it is. Mhm.
Yeah, but I don't know why.
You can't get your phone off. Then
No, I mean, that's Zoom. It won't go away.
Oh,
Somebody did
when
name.
it goes back to the picture, you can't see the X, but sometimes it's there. It's your doggy.
I
petting-
know.
I-
You cannot pet with this hand.
Well, he was right here.
I know. I
He
looked
didn't-
up and went, oh
He
my
doesn't
God.
care if I pet with.
Your dog came to run to greet me. You didn't come inside the other night
Oh
to
my God.
listen to all the
I-
speakers.
Gene had this thing on his neck, had the nerve treatment on his neck,
Uh-huh.
and I was trying to keep him at home quiet. And
Well, your dog came in.
I was panicked because I could not find her.
She was in the room and I told Kevin.
Was she jumping? Because I had
Uh-uh.
to call her.
No, she didn't jump. She walked in the back door. She walked down the center aisle. She went over and looked at my side up in the front. I
Uh-huh.
was about in the 4th or 5th row.
And did
she-
you pet her?
No, she didn't come.
Oh.
And she was talking to someone else in the front row.
Uh-huh.
And then she went over the other side. And then she went to the back and went all the way around. And then finally, Karen Askey
took her
got
out.
up and took her out.
Yeah.
And I said, Sue's here. She's right outside with the dog group
Uh-huh.
by the library. So she said, okay, my dog.
I think she saw. Well, I was panicked because I couldn't find her,
Yeah.
and she wasn't in the creek, and you just don't want them to go on the
Yeah.
street, so.
You never thought she'd be in the community center. I said to her,
And I was
I said,
punching the
why
button,
why are you here? Your mother belongs here.
and if I could have, I should have had Jean, cause it was 5:30 to 8,
Uh-huh.
and I couldn't quite figure out how to do
No, it was 6:30.
to 8,
Well, they said to 8:30.
6:30.
6:30 to
Somebody
8:30,
printed
but it was
5:30.
over, no, it was 6:30.
We looked it up because of the, do you know them, the Wands,
Yeah, I know. that.
Lily and Oscar?
No,
no.
that's different Warrens.
I think their name is WAND. We thought it was Wong.
Oh, it's
Uh,
Wand,
I think it's Wand,
WAND. No, I don't know
Uh-huh.
them.
and they're lovely. And they have Boomer as their dog. Anyway, he wanted to go and had asked Jean to look it up 4 days ahead, and then we looked it up 2 days ahead, and somebody sent out the wrong.
No, because
Time.
everything I saw said 6:30 and it's in,
Yeah,
was
that's
in
what we
my,
had told him originally.
yeah, it was in my
And we're
calendar.
meeting later because it's so hot. The dog people are meeting later.
Oh.
So, I thought, well, I'll just take her. Honestly, Jerry, we have to wear her out. Now I have to tell you something. Is
And
that
she was sick before. Is she okay?
Yes,
Oh, thank you.
yes. She had a